favor in terms of the compositions?
I just like what Heretics have brought to the board. I think overall team fight is good. You got good push on boss, and you got great control over mid lane as well, as Ruby should have control covering down towards River, which means that Jankos has to get out of there.
Man, huge advantage here then for 113. Got that buff. Vault Breakers forward. Rather, Jankos is trying to do so. We'll be able to pick up the scuttle. Continues to run down to 200, 120. Finn's waiting and an easy first blood against a former first blood king. Instead, he's going to be clearing out the crowd.
I think he still is. If you look at where Evie is kind of frozen this wave, he's got it right in front of his turret. Astralis are doing Dragon on vision, so there goes Jankos. He knows exactly where everyone is.
Okay, no flash for a few more seconds.
So definitely he has had that massive control over LJL, but now we'll see if he can try and have massive control over this mid lane. Weird time to TP though.
Looks like he's going bottom lane, so he's catching the wave against Kobbe. The Herald's still not yet secured. The fight's been started by Astralis, and Jankos has already thrown out that cease and desist. The Petrified Gaze locks up so many Astralis members, but it's Dajor that gets the kill onto Jankos, turning their attention to the Snake, and Ruby's dropped. Mersa takes a cue to the face. Astralis get 2 more kills, but they do not get the Herald.
Kill with Dragon up. They would love to be able to get that quick pick and turn it into objective, but now it could be a big team fight that's about to kick off. As 113 too far forward.
Ashe arrow, Petrifying Gaze is going to be thrown out. JeongHoon's holding on to it, throws out the volley, defensive flashes away. Dajor goes forward, the Root Prison's out, Ebby's in from behind, long range from Dajor, and he's taken down.
Dajor, I didn't know where he was in that play. Ends up Dajor is the one that ends up paying for the cost of this fight.
I mean, that all out was awesome. Yeah. Every knocking him complete to safety. We're right out of the replay. Ashe arrow connect, and Finn dunks it down. What is up with EU Ashe?
I was about to say, had someone out JeongHoon where they're not under pressure to actually go for these big team fights when they're 2k goal behind.
Let's talk about those team fights. Do you think the 2,000 gold buffer that Astralis have, they can use that pick power? I mean, the Ashe arrow into Fiora, Viego, or Realm Warp from Ryze, that is a way they can find a pick and then play for the objective, but what it requires is good vision, good planning. You need to ensure that you can actually make that move. Good damage coming back and forth between Ebby and Finn. The Grand Challenge is popped and Ebby just destroys him.
That is that bog standard combo for Ksante. Knock him underneath the tower, go with the all out, and even though it was a nice riposte coming through from Finn to stop him going further, there might be more.
There is indeed cease and desist. JeongHoon, you go back to the fountain.
And I mean, this is just Heretics
losing a bit of control of the Rift.
Yeah, they weren't able to go for that play because Evie at reset had the TP to try and join that Rift Herald if needs be. You find that big win, then you can trade for towers on both sides, but Jankos doesn't want to trade his life.
No, 5 seconds for his flash. Will be able to use that Q to get away to safety. Continue to step forward. Now the next target, JackSpectra, is blown up. Absolutely dominated. 2 flashes thrown out from Astralis, and they've got themselves a position where they can heavily influence the game. The Herald has been dropped down mid. Dagda, let's turn our attention to Dragon. Up in 40 seconds. You have to feel that's going to be a focus once this tower falls, as Kobbe's the one's being chunked down.
Oh, here we go.
Twin Fang off the Twin Fang. Miasma is out. He's grounded. He's locked down. He's ceased and desist, and it's Ruby that gets the kill credit. That was just really a mistake. You cannot afford this close to Dragon spawning.
Great timing from Heretics as well, though. Look at where that top wave was. Hadn't been pushed in the full wave.
Comes there. Ebby was under some threat, but instead the Dragon's now spawned up. And you mentioned it, that wave state, the play from Heretics, it unlocks at least a start here onto the Dragon. Ebby goes forward, chunked out by Finn. Mersa's coming in from the side. Ruby's Petrifying Gaze is on cooldown, but the Twin Fangs are not. Chase forward here from Mersa as well. Finn's riposte doing so much work, but he can't get away from the poison. 113 is now backed up by Dajor, and Kobbe's coming from the red buff. Dragon was secured by Heretics, so they get the kill, they get the Dragon, and for now they're getting out clean.
And this has been a very strong early game from Astralis, but now we get into the part of the game where they even struggled in summer, right? It's this mid game that has really started to fall apart, and now Heretics want to punish an overextension.
Dun 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 dun. Locked into place, a lot of CC. Mersa wants to pin him down. The Crystal Arrow stopped Evie. The Heartbreaker will come out. So for one, 113 goes for another. Heartbreaker turns around. Ruby's the next target, but Jankos is doing work on the backside. Kobbe steps forward, uses that blade game hook. Blade Crawler tracks the blades out. Waiting for the E, holding on to it. Teleport chasing down as Kobbe's not going to be able to find Jankos. A bloodbath in the bottom bottom lane.
I mean, they managed to get these kills back, which could be so crucial for them, but looking at the mid, you can see JackSpectra had shoved in that mid wave, which is why Astralis were able to outnumber Heretics on this bot side. Terror will fall. Yeah, I mean, well, already trying to see if they can find a pick as Astralis enter, but as long as they play in towards the lack of vision that's there for Astralis, they should be totally fine.
Oh, Jankos goes over the wall. Cease and desist onto JeongHoon. His flash has been thrown out, and Finn will be late to this party. It's Ruby that gets the kill. I talked about Kobbe, you talked about Ruby. He's the man that evens up the score for forward, as there is a little bit of exchange there in the red buff of Heretics. Finn continues to look for those vitals. Ebby steps forward, finding opportunities for that pathmaker and footwork. Riposte comes out. The trades continue to go back and forth, all out thrown. Teleport now being channeled in the bottom lane, and the cease and desist in the middle. River, that's a grounded, that's a rooted, that's Ruby, as well as Jankos getting yet another respective kill. Dajor running for his life in Kobbe. You've got no front line, you've got no one to protect you. Not gonna be able to step on the miasma. The play callers come back out. You got minutes to get one, but all of a sudden they're running for their lives. Ruby continues to chase forward. Another huge E before he's taken down. It's JackSpectra with a piercing arrow that finds the kill. The 1v1 went the way of Finn, and now Dajor's running for his life. Not going to take it out just yet. Realm warps to safety.
And now you got the follow-up as Finn is here, grounded, and not going to make it out. Just about able to escape over the wall. How are these solo laners for Astralis getting out of here? But means he's have to follow up. Great Sonya's really good Cassiopeia play from Ruby here.
Production team telling me that Dajor, I think, went down to 95 hit points. Not enough time to unpack that, as Finn is in the fray. He's taken out by Ebby once more. The 13th kill. We're 2 minutes till the next dragon, and we're seeing Kobbe finding opportunities. I think that flash E to find kill Jankos was fantastic, looking for those opportunities. The problem you're seeing is he doesn't have enough time because Heretics have themselves a Ruby. Heretics have started the Baron.
Yeah, and I mean, look, the shot. Ooh, hang on, Ebby.
Oh, what's 113 doing? Looking for Ebby, finds him. Heartbreaker was used, steals away Ksante. And all of a sudden, the Baron is peeled. So that
turnover towards the Baron themselves. They know Ebby isn't up for another 15 seconds.
Do they finish it? Do they finish it? Teleport is available for Ebby. Finn, no TP yet. He's making his way just behind the wolf camp. Jankos looking into the pit, and it's not Astralis. They've secured it. Jankos goes forward, but there's no support just yet. Finally, Ruby as well as JackSpectra put the damage down to take him out. Finn, running distraction, but all of a sudden Ebby's alive. Can the teleport change and save the day? There he comes. Ebby steps forward. The damage is so huge from Heretics. JackSpectra gets himself a double kill as Kobbe finds one in reply. 3 members of Astralis down. They got Baron, but they've only got 1 kill for themselves.
Again, Heretics, though, are playing so well around the way this Cassiopeia wants to set up. They're constantly moving into these small corridors, making sure they've got the miasma set up. The shorter range composition from Astralis can't get in on top of them, and that's why they're able to turn these fights. And as you say, 30 seconds until Dragon. Astralis are still on the run.
Oh, Ebby's going to look to catch out Finn, looking to go all out and pull him backwards. Another kill secured. 20 seconds until the Dragon's Heretics are doing, and you see that some of the miscommunication, like the timing for Ebby's teleport at that first Rift Herald, like movement around the map. But then you contrast it to that previous Baron fight, and it felt like the entire team was just on the same page. They chased together, they stuck together, and then we'll be able to find a disappointing situation as Ebby gets taken out. I think not expecting that many members of Astralis to...
It's absolute chaos, and then looking to find these picks. This composition does that so well.
Oh, Heartbreaker, not going to find target just yet. There's some steps forward. Finn has jumped into the fray. The grand challenge was issued, but Astralis are now running for their lives. Kobbe is so low. Ebby's on the back, looking for the all-out. Can't find the target. He's jumped on by Finn. It's a fight on 2 fronts. Ebby goes down, and no one else falls from Astralis. They find themselves a pick, and they are now pushing. Look at the waves as well.
I mean, they forward, and Ebby ends up sending himself into no man's land, where the rest of Astralis can collapse on.
And I think you can really clearly see with these 2 teams playing right now that we are in the beginning of the winter split. Ruby's going to try find himself at least 1 kill onto Kobbe. The Twin Fangs going out, but the stopwatch buys so much time and reply. Kobbe's going to take it down. Ruby will get traded in a 1v2. He finds the kill.
I thought that cleanse from Kobbe was going to be clutch. Jumps away from the Q means you're not getting the
spells on both sides of the rift. Astralis are down the vast majority of their sums. Heretics, on the other hand, have nearly everything. Correction, they do have everything available. It's a minute to go for Elder. Baron is alive. Dajor will go golden 4 now, and Kobbe's firing out the double daggers. Ebby goes out once again, and Dajor's caught. He's trapped and he's dunked.
I mean, at this stage, I don't know what Astralis can really do. It looks like they're going to try and find the fight, but honestly, I think at this stage, you just cut your losses. Immediately run bot side, see if you can get a terror, see if you can push in mid-wave, because there is just no hope for you to try and fight this. 113 debut game here. He's not even going to get into a position to look for a steal.
No, not this time around. Baron secured by Heretics. It is only...
And Dajor is just completely stuck here. He has nowhere to go, and Heretics capitalize.
I mean, you see that in terms of initiation tools, what options did Astralis have? Right now, they are being jumped on once again. They're slow to the fray. Dajor golden in and amongst 5 Heretics. Ebby is locked up and rooted down, but stays alive. That is destroyed from Ruby. Ksante and Ebby get themselves another, and that was just disgusting. The Elder has now been started as Ebby continues to chase forward, looking for Finn, backed up by Mersa as well as Jankos. The riposte buys some time, but it's too little, it's too late. With Baron empowered minions, they're pushing into the base.
I mean, Ruby's played Challengers Korea, LPL, PCS, EU Masters, and he puts his mark on the LEC with that play. That was nasty, and manages to pick up the win for Heretics office.
10, 3, and 9 on the Cassiopeia into the Ryze. Heretics managed to pick up the win in their debut game of the 2023 Winter Split. It's Ebby, JackSpectra, and Mersa taking down the Nexus as Heretics take down Astralis.
It wasn't the cleanest, but it gets the win in the end. And honestly, that was a hero performance coming out from the carries on Heretics. Ruby, we highlighted him throughout this. He needed to step up, and you see it right at the end there. That was fantastic.
I think the gameplay played out somewhat expected for two teams that are looking to make a name for themselves, right? You can see some moments that were good. I think individual players at times were good, but I can really clearly see some of the decision making, some of the positioning on the Rift.